Hey, everybody, I hope you're doing well. Explain this to me. How is it possible that the women will go out here and ask everybody for help except that baby daddy? The man has helped himself to you, obviously. That's why you got his baby boo, but you're asking everybody for help but the sperm
This
donor.
is all we have right now. We are currently
Mm,
homeless right now and dealing
wow.
with being without a home. My alternator went out in my truck and it broke down in Walmart. We sat out there for 3 weeks. That's how long Walmart let us stay out there.
I did.
And then after that, they decided to tow it away, tow the vehicle away. So this is the current situation. Hey everyone, I normally wouldn't post something like this, but I've been going through one of the toughest times in my life. Recently, I was evicted with my three kids, ages 13, 7, and 11 months. I've tried every resource I could find, and they've all been full or unable to help us. I've been doing my best to keep things stable for my babies, making sure they are fed, safe, and smiling, even when I'm not. Right now, I'm asking for any help or any support anyone can give, whether it's sharing my story, pointing me to a room or a basement for rent in West Philly, or helping with my GoFundMe. The goal is to secure a stable place so I can get back on my feet. I already have childcare lined up, and I'm actively job hunting, just trying to get over this hump. I know things are hard for everyone, so if anyone can do one thing, it's share this. Trust me, still means the world. Thank you to everyone who's already donated, messaged, or even just prayed for us.
Wow. Really? So you're asking for help from everybody but the baby daddy. So she has children ages 13 and 7, and she has an 11-month-old child. 11-month-old. So 13 and 7, that's pretty good spacing out. That would have been a good way to stop. But my question is, being she has an 11th-month-old child, there was a man somewhere. Where is he? And no, not to say judgmental, but it is what it is. It's just common sense. If it didn't work out with the first man or the second man, two should have been like a lesson. You got a PhD in poverty. A man, he would probably, at that rate, he would have to probably take you out on 5,500,000 million dates. Where is he? And now got you on social media. Got you on social media. And that's a lot of people when they're living in their car, when they are living in their car, and then that's all it takes for some kind of a repair issue to go down, and they don't have the money. Then the next thing you know, they come and tow the car away. That's the only asset that they have. So the baby daddy, you put your life on the line, especially being a black woman. You put your life on the line because healthcare is not the same for us. He couldn't even get an alternator to keep the vehicle going. Or answer me this, riddle me this, where is he staying? And she showed the card, the shopping cart. That's what all their belongings. So she's basically lost everything. And I listened to her dialect. That tells me a lot about that individual. And sadly, my mom had a saying, she's like, poor people don't listen. And I thought about it. A friend of mine was like, oh, what needs to happen is that black women need to go out to the community and go out to, oh, no, he was saying successful, educated black women need to go out to the community. Go out to the community, do what? And reach out. And she might get robbed. See, the idea, people have to want something for themselves. So the idea that some black women get together, and I'm like, I don't know why you sure not looking at me. What they need to do, what they need to tell your girlfriend, get up on your job. People are so judgmental. They might look at someone who they think has more than them and wonder, well, what's her money game? How's she gonna tell me? You have to want something for yourself and then go and seek it. Seek and ye shall find. A 13-month-old, a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, and think that's all they have. Do you not imagine? I hate that poverty is very cruel, and this here is child abuse. Those kids can be taken any moment. That's all it takes for them to find out that, oh, you're homeless, and they'll split those kids up. Look at the damage being done to the children. Look at the damage being done to the children. People posting the kids' picture up. I think that's to get the sympathy. What if classmates see it? Hey, I saw your mom on TikTok. Yeah, I know that was hard. That's you, dude, sitting in that beanbag chair. I know that's you. Is that you? Oh man, look, you homeless dog. Oh man, that's what's going on. Exposing the children. Let me guess. That's to garner sympathy. A mom, a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, but then you pop out with an 11-month-old. I wonder if anyone tried to talk to her when she had the first child by a non-productive man, because he's obviously low vibrational, looking at the fact that he's shooting her homeless. I wonder if anyone tried to talk to her then. I wonder when she had the second child if someone tried to talk to her and say, hey, you need to get it together. I'm doing what I want to do, my business. And you mind your business, so you think. And then you got to put your business out in the street for everybody else to mind, because the baby daddy has left you, and now you see life is so hard. It is very unkind, asking everybody else to pitch in and help support you, but the baby daddy. Have you not put the man on child support? Is he employed? If he's not employed and you had a baby bomb, I don't know what to tell you. That's a whole different conversation. You might need a therapist in the room. But it blows my mind about that. Look what they're putting the children to. And I think, my opinion, that's to garner sympathy. That's what I think it is, to garner sympathy. Other kids can see it, and kids are not very kind. Kids can be very, very, very cruel. They can be very cruel. But see, I think you get so desperate, you don't know what else to do. So maybe they'll see the kids, and that's the proof that I'm not lying. Look at what you're putting the children through. Look at what you're putting the children through, and they didn't ask to be here. Poverty is very cruel. And you're asking everyone, strangers, to basically pitch in and be accountable for you. Everybody but the baby daddy. Where is that man? Maybe put his face up and say, hey, have you seen this guy? I am the baby mother with 3 children, and we are suffering. Can you please put him on blast? You got the children out there. Why don't you put him on blast? Let me guess, he might get violent. Is that the man you chose? He might get violent. When did you figure out he had a temper? Like I said, you can't tell women nothing. So quick to pump out a baby. What the hell is going on here? An 11-month-old in this economy? The economy was bad yet this year. It was bad last year. And I'm sure she's probably was struggling then. Decisions. And when people try to tell people things, they get real defensive. That is why there is no village. The ones that try to tell people, try to communicate, try to help them out, oh, they don't want to listen. They're not trying to hear it. So then when things happen to you, the people around you, they want nothing to do with you. So now you're stuck with having to do what? Put on social media, do a GoFundMe, see if somebody can help. People are tired. All that they have was that basket. She couldn't, maybe she should have did a GoFundMe to get that alternator, and then you got to find somebody to get it towed. There are a whole lot of problems. But I'm sorry to say, sometimes we make ourselves the victim, and sometimes it's just poverty over and over again, generational poverty. It's crazy. Let me guess, the shelters are full. You think a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 11-month-old? Oh God, where is the man? It's sad. And it has to be humiliating. That's why I know, sadly for her, it's desperation. Maybe she doesn't know any better. But at this point, who doesn't understand? If you're already struggling, why bring other people? We're not talking about a shoe. We're talking about people with human beings. The kids are experiencing this. They're not saying what all the how they feel inside. They're not going to say that. Mama's all they got. I hope and pray they're not going without meals. What about they didn't ask for this? So we can blame the men. Of course, that's definitely part of it. But we also have to fact that there has to be accountability. Again, I wonder if someone spoke to her when she had the first one and the second. And women think, as long as I got a man around, they don't mind being on that struggle bus. And then it gets too hard or he changes his mind and boop, he leaves. Now get on a video and seek help from the community. They're asking everyone's expected to maybe show up except the baby daddy. Where is that clown when hard times are around? He is never to be found. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this. It's unreal. The only victims here I see are the children, and I'm out.